It's July 2nd, 2026, and we got a beautiful morning. It's nice out there, lots of sunshine. We'll have a few clouds around this afternoon, 20% chance of rain, high of about 97, so it's going to be another hot day today. I know a lot of you got some rain and thunderstorms yesterday that kind of helped things a little bit, maybe greened up the lawn and continued there, but as far as humidity, it didn't help too much with that. Friday, here's what we've got, 20% chance of rain, 95 for the high. Saturday, it looks again maybe about a 30% chance of showers, 95. And then on Sunday, a 40% chance of rain, 93. So plan accordingly. Looks like we're going to have a pretty decent 3rd and 4th if you're off tomorrow, and 4th of July, of course, on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be all right. It might be one of those pop-up showers. It's not going to be, thank goodness, an all-day rain event or anything like that. So that's good. That's very, very good.
I would kind of like to get tickets to an all-day rain event.
Would you?
Yeah.
So you can stay inside?
So that seems a little bit like a...
Get to
like
the
a,
lake.
like,
Get
like
to the water.
A music festival.
Let's get
If you're gonna
outside.
have
Let's enjoy. Let's cook. Let's grill. Let's get under the tent. Let's do a picnic. Let's do something.
Wow.
Let's go.
Okay.
I don't want to be inside.
Look at you getting all fired
go.
up.
Seems a little
Let's
antsy,
go.
doesn't she?
Calm
We got to
down.
go. We got fireworks displays to see.
How many cups of coffee have you had? I'm just curious.
I have.
Okay.
I didn't have
To
enough.
have a cup?
I didn't have enough. Is that the problem?
Yep, I didn't have enough yet.
Sure. It's Dixon Dividing on Talk 99.5 and Talk99.5.com. Anthony and Company Jewelers ready to set you up with the perfect gift for your anniversary. Many people celebrate their anniversaries in the summer months. It's when most weddings tend to take place. Why? Because it's Alabama and we don't get married during football season. That would be insane. So you can go down to Anthony and Company Jewelers and you can get yourself the perfect ring or the perfect pendant, perfect bracelet, earrings, something that is going to celebrate your love for your significant other, and you can get it designed or redesigned, set up the way you like, change the stone out, however you want to do it. They're very, very accommodating there, and they're really into making sure that you have a unique piece to give your significant other. It's just not what everyone else is wearing, because nobody wants that, right? That is Anthony and Company Jewelers. They also have prices so low they can't afford to have a sale. I love that about them. 2080 Valleydale Road, next to Ragtime Cafe. AnthonyCoJewelers.com online. It's Anthony and Company Jewelers.
It's Steve's turn.
Well, fans of the Amazon Prime show Reacher, we seem like we've been waiting forever to get the latest edition. Now, season 3 in the books, a while ago. We've been waiting for a long time to get to the 4th season of that drifting former U.S. Army MP major to come back and kick some butt again. Of course, we've also been promised that the breakout character from the first 3 seasons, Neely, would get her own spin-off series too. Now, we've heard from star Alan Ritchson, who has said that it is either filming was ongoing or it's just wrapped, it's in post-production. Nobody was giving a date. Initially, we thought it might be early 2027, but there was some thought that it might come out later on in 2026. We now finally know. We have a date. We have a date. But first, before we even knew when Season 4 was going to drop on the streaming service, fans can rejoice because we also know that there's going to be a 5th season because Amazon Prime has already renewed it for that, so the stories can continue to roll on. But back to Season 4. Last we saw Reacher final episode dropped March 27th of last year. Filming for this year started right after, basically. Started in June of 2025, wrapped up officially in November. From there it was all editing, special effects, post-production, and all that's now done. And we're only a little more than a month away. Reacher will drop August 12th.
Yay!
Here's how it's going to happen. They'll drop the first 3 episodes on August the 12th, and then each successive Wednesday for up to 8 episodes, because that's how long the season's going to be. Series will be based upon the book, which I think Richard has read, Gone Tomorrow. Sound familiar to you?
Absolutely. I know that one very well. It's another great book. There's really no bad ones.
Yeah.
But the ones they have chosen so far were excellent choices.
Okay. This one puts Reacher back in New York City investigating the suicide of a woman that Reacher had previously suspected was a suicide bomber. The investigation takes him into a bigger underground at work. As for those who have been hearing about the spinoff Neely, the wait is a little bit longer, but not much. Seems that the final episode of Season 4 of Reacher will drop on Wednesday, September the 16th, which happens to be the debut date of Neely. They're going to put all 8 episodes of Neely out on September the 16th, not doing it the way that they've done the Reacher series so far. So for those who now know what book season 4 is based upon, what about season 5? Well, they're holding that information for now, likely for some big event. There is San Diego Comic-Con coming up here very, very soon, and reportedly Reacher has a panel, so maybe we'll find out what season 5 will be based upon after that. But yeah, August 12th.
Awesome. Something to look forward to.
Alrighty then.
It'll be nice and steamy, and we'll want to be inside to watch something, and now we got something.
What can you tell me about Only Murders in the Building? Any ideas?
I have not watched it.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
Sorry.
Those are the two shows that I really, the two streaming shows that I'm really hooked on is Reacher and Only Murders. And I'm hoping that I like Neely. I find her fascinating. I think that actress has got one of the best voices on TV. But as a character within the Reacher world, she's also really fascinating. So I'm hoping that that is as entertaining. But look, let's face it. What we all really like about Reacher is when he beats someone up.
Sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Well, Neely's
Well,
not
he's easy
exactly
on-
a wimp.
No, she can do it.
He's easy on the eyes, too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's
absolutely.
just unbelievable.
Oh, boy, is he.
Golly.
Sure.
Just, I love this show. I think they do a great job with it.
I feel like Neely's going to be a little bit more of an investigative kind of show, though, because that's what she's like. Doesn't she? She works as a private investigator now, I think.
And I think
Something
it's going to
like
be
that.
set in Chicago.
Chicago. Oh, I
Yeah.
love Chicago.
But Reacher is supposed to make at least an appearance. I don't know how big of an appearance.
Oh,
but
it's
Reacher's
probably going
supposed
to
to be in there.
small and short because, it's just enough to
Come
just,
in, kick somebody's butt, and
Yeah.
then take off again.
just enough to get people kind of get the taste in there so that
Sure.
kind of like when they came up with the follow-up to the Terminal List. Chris Pratt. Is it Chris Pratt?
It is Chris Pratt.
Yeah, he popped in for like the first episode, and it was done in a flashback, and then it's like, never mind, now we're moving on, and it's like, I couldn't get into it. Was it Black Wolf or Red Wolf or Wolf One or something like that? I don't know. I was just like, I'm trying very hard to like this, but it's not nearly as good as the Terminal List.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So,
because
should've stuck with
you've
Chris
got
Pratt.
that to compare it to, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's not this.
No, it's written by the same guy.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
not-
so you'd think
But
that'd
you
be like
needed
a-
the same character.
You really did, in my opinion, because you got to know that guy and you understood who he was and how it worked and all of that stuff. But
It was like when 24 changed and they went away from Jack Bauer because Kiefer Sutherland said, "Nah, I don't want to do it." And I'm like, it's not bad, but it's not the same without Jack Bauer.
I never saw one episode of that version of it. Never saw one episode. I saw every single episode with Jack Bauer in it in order.
Yeah.
And never saw that. And then he came back and did that's a 12-hour movie, right?
Yes.
And that now they were talking about maybe doing it again.
They
Have you heard
did-
this?
Yes. Come on. Let's go.
Really? I don't know.
Hey, I'd watch it. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I'll state this: 24 is my favorite TV show of all time.
really?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. Kiefer Sutherland has been in two other very interesting shows. One was called Touch, which most people
remember that.
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, it was only on for 2 seasons,
Mm-hmm.
and I was really, really into it. It was fascinating to me. And then they pulled the plug on it. And then he was in Designated Survivor for about a minute and a half,
Yeah.
right? It was
Well,
a
it
few
did
seasons.
2 seasons on ABC and then moved to streaming only.
I want to say, was it
So it was
Netflix or was it? I don't
I
remember.
think
But
Hulu actually.
it went to Hulu. Okay.
Yeah.
And was there
Okay.
for a little while. And then then he came back and did the Jack Reacher thing again. And then he put together a country album and went on the road.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, so you didn't want that career, or what happened there? Are you no longer interested? I'm just curious. Seems like everybody in TV wanted you on their show for a minute. All right, whatever. You do you, Kiefer. That's what I say.
And he usually does.
9:15 with Dixon of Vining, Talk 99.5 and Talk 99.5.com. Yeah, the Travis Kelce
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift wedding is apparently a go,
Yeah,
despite the fact that they've tried very hard to keep it
So
quiet.
they said they're going to have about 100 people at their wedding, and that the party is going to happen in Madison Square Garden. But
So-
that's why there's 1,000 people.
Yeah.
So the word is that they're going not. I mean, I can't even believe I'm talking about this because I've been saying all along I don't care, but everybody cares.
Obviously, you care.
So yeah, so they're going to apparently do the wedding off-site somewhere. They're not saying where that is. With very close friends and family.
Good.
100 people.
Good.
And then they will end up at Madison with some huge party.
All righty then.
So that's what's supposed to happen tomorrow.
Hope they have a great time. Don't
Best of luck.
really
Oh,
care.
that's
you
tomorrow. I
live
thought it was.
happily
I
ever.
thought they were doing it Saturday. I don't know.
No, they are not. They're
Tomorrow.
leaving. They're doing the rehearsal dinner tonight, I guess, and then tomorrow is the wedding and the party.
I'm
And then
kind of glad they're
leaving.
not doing it on the 4th. I mean, even the 3rd, it's like really it's butts up to the
Mm-hmm.
4th of July, but at least it's not on the 4th.
This is just one way to make the America celebration all about Taylor Swift.
Right?
Yeah, boy. 9:60. You think Stevie Nicks performs or not?
Yeah. Why not? Huh?
Performing what?
Just to help. I mean, so Taylor Swift doesn't
a
have
magic,
to.
A magic act. She's going to go out there. She's
No, I
like,
mean, what song is
trying
she
to-
performing?
I don't
Landslide?
know.
I mean,
don't
what?
know. No, you probably don't want that one.
I know Landslide's a little depressing and down. Maybe something like Rhiannon. I mean,
I don't know.
Taylor Swift's a big Stevie
Hey,
Nicks
maybe
fan.
she wrote a new song for
Could
their
be.
wedding.
Yeah.
I mean, that's possible. Maybe she's going to sing a song that's not even one of hers; it's somebody else's.
Sure, why not?
Taylor requested it.
Stevie Nicks doing a Taylor Swift song?
That's a possibility too. Wouldn't that be funny?
You know who else is going to be performing is Tim McGraw.
Is he?
Yeah. I find
Wow.
that fascinating because
Maybe
he wrote a
he's-
song called Tim McGraw, and now he's
Yeah.
going to perform there. I think he's performing a song called Taylor Swift. I'm not sure.
Excellent.
That would be interesting. All right, back in a moment. You know, that is something that was brought up in one of the videos by a European visitor. Said, I only ever saw a lemonade stand at a movie. Never really believed they existed. Bought some lemonade from a couple of little girls who had a stand set up in their front yard. It was between where we were staying and the stadium. And, you know, everybody was stopping. Like they were making money hand over fist, but she said it looked just like what you'd see on TV. Never believed they existed. They didn't believe yellow school buses existed. I thought that was fascinating, that was like something they'd only ever seen in movies. And then they start getting bused from their where they're staying to the stadium in yellow school buses, and they're freaking out because they think it's like the greatest thing ever. And I'm like, I've sat in those seats. Those are terrible. What's wrong with you people?
Yeah, that they got excited about
You got
it.
excited about the
Sitting
yellow
on them
school
and going
bus.
on field trips.
Yeah. Oh my good Lord.
One of the field trips that we took when I was in high school was from what was Barry High School all the way to Selma. That was a long trip
Man,
on a school bus.
we used to take one from the YMCA to ski resorts that were 5 hours away.
Oh,
And you're riding on a school bus
No.
for 5 hours.
No,
It's a nightmare.
no, thank you.
But then you got there and you skied your ass off and it worked. Everything was okay.
yeah.
and
Then you
saw the
slept
school
all the
bus
way
again,
back.
You went, what the heck?
Slept all the way back. True story. No matter how uncomfortable the seat was.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You know, we talk about sometimes with our health that our bodies are communicating with us. Something hurts, something doesn't feel right, something's off. The same thing can happen with your home. I know that sounds a little crazy, but if you have cracks in the walls, floors don't feel like they're level, maybe something has happened with a door where it doesn't shut the way that it's supposed to, it could be a foundation problem. That's your home talking to you, telling you, hey, I got an issue, I need fixing. Be Dry to your rescue. Yeah, cracking in the foundation can become a very serious issue. Your home is a huge investment, and we got to take care of that. So call them today and get them to come out to give you a free quote and take a look around about what's going on. It could be water in the crawl space that's causing some of the foundation problems. Also, mildew in the walls of your basement. If you've ever been in someone's basement, it might be your own basement where you smell that musty smell. You're like, I don't care for that. How do I get rid of it? Well, Be Dry can help you. Be Dry has been in business, get this, folks, for over 65 years. And they have the strongest lifetime warranty in the business. And don't forget to take advantage. For a limited time only, they have 25% off encapsulation. Ask them. When David Feven and the guys come out to talk to you about what's going on with your home and giving you that free quote, ask them about the 25% off. 205-942-1976. BeDryAlabama.com. Call them today and get that free quote and get these issues resolved around your home. BeDryAlabama.com or 942-1976.
It is 9:24 with Dixon Dividing on Talk 99.5 and Talk995.com. Thanks a heap for hanging out with us on this fine 2nd of July. Wanda wants to remind people to guard their pups from hot pavement. We just talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
If your feet would burn, so would theirs. Also, please protect from fireworks scares. They'll run away, and if not tagged or chipped, may never be seen again. Yeah, that is true. Dogs will sometimes freak out and run away thinking that they're going to run away from the fireworks, not having
No,
any
they don't
idea
have
that
anywhere to go.
They're not going to get away
Yeah,
from
you know, a
them.
lot of times with Lucy, I will either turn the TV way, if it's, again, usually about 8:45, 9 o'clock fireworks start. I will either turn the TV way up or a radio way up or something that causes enough noise in the house that she, even though their bodies can kind of sense it and feel it, she's not hearing it as much. And, talk to your vet too about getting maybe something you can give your dog just to help to relax them a little bit through those hours of fireworks. Because most dogs stress out over it.
Yeah, I did that last year. I cranked up one of my favorite songs, the 1812 Overture. And,
Did you?
Yeah, it didn't go
Did
well.
that worked out well.
I'm sure
It
that
did not work
no.
out as well as I thought it was
No,
going
you
to. I
need
was
something calming,
a little
maybe.
surprised by
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Next time it'll be some Chuck Mangione.
And don't turn on a golf channel because if you do that, there's not enough noise there.
Got a really long putt here. Looks like it's going to be about a 40-foot putt from. No, I don't think that's going to make a difference. Actually,
No.
my dogs actually, Cersei will immediately dive, under the bed, or she goes into her corner and curls up in a little ball and shakes. And yesterday, when the storm came roaring through, Luna decided to bark at the thunder, and I thought, well, that'll help.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
We got the thunder, and then boom, she goes, I'm like, you tell him. That'll fix
I'm
it.
protecting you, Dad.
Good
Just
job.
protecting you.
McGee points something out here. I'm just rolling through some text because we get a lot of them here. Just like Trump derangement syndrome / hate, Europe and some others have hate America. Everything wrong in the world is because of America syndrome. So they are shocked to come here and learn otherwise. Yeah, I think that's absolutely true. And I was struck by something yesterday while we were enjoying that America win over Bosnia and Herzegovina, which seems unfair. That's two
They
teams.
get two names.
That
Yeah,
doesn't
I
seem
don't,
right to me
That
somehow.
doesn't seem
We should
fair.
have only been playing one team. Why did they have two teams out there?
I don't know.
Didn't matter. We shut him out.
It struck me as fortuitous that we had the 250th birthday of the United States of America. We have this fantastic World Cup taking place here. And coming up in a couple of years, we have the LA Olympics taking place. And Donald Trump is the president for all of that. Like, if you're, I mean, because, look, I think we can all safely say Barack Obama, at best, had a kind of a meh sensation about America. I don't think anybody ever believed that he just loved this country. The guy grew up in Malaysia, for the love of God.
Mm-hmm.
What little time he spent in America growing up, he was in Hawaii. So, yeah, I don't think he ever really had the kind of deep and abiding love for this country that most American citizens have. Biden didn't know what country he was in, so
Nope,
it was
had
difficult for
no
him to,
idea. Roomba man.
So to have a guy in charge who really, obviously, truly, deeply loves this country and understands that there's no way he could have done what he did with his life had he been born elsewhere. There's zero chance that Donald Trump would have been Donald Trump if he'd been born in Germany or born in Italy or born in Spain. Those things would not have taken place because the free enterprise system, the free market economy, the capitalist system, and yes, the representative republic that we have made all those things possible for somebody like a Donald Trump or an Elon Musk to become who they have become. And how fortuitous that we have a guy who knows that, believes that, and honestly, sincerely feels that in his heart, in charge while these things are going on.
Thank goodness it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It really does
I think
feel that
Donald
way.
Trump understands, too. He's got grown children. He's got grandchildren. He understands that they are going to be the ones that can continue to carry the torch for this country and also understand what's made it great. And I think about our service members and the wars that they fought. I think some of that's been lost too, Richard, that the younger you are, it's hard to understand because for us, it was our fathers, it was our uncles,
Sure.
it was our grandfathers that actually were on the ground, boots on the ground and fighting wars. And even today, yes, there are some that were in Iraq and Afghanistan. We don't want to forget them and those service members as well. But I think we're starting to lose some of that sense of, wow, I had someone in my family die or were injured, or luckily they came back home safely. I just hope that doesn't get lost. But I love that Donald Trump is here for the 250th anniversary of our country. It's huge.
Absolutely huge.
Huge. It's
fantastic.
huge.
It's amazing. Everybody's talking about how
Let's do
big
the
it is.
accordion.
It's the biggest,
It's
the
huge.
best, most astounding. Some people don't think it's that big, but I think it's fantastic. We're going to talk about Victor Willis. He passed away recently. Very sad, very sad. I saw Lee Greenwood sing this at Caldwell Park years ago. They used to have a summer concert series there. Seemed like every Saturday night or so they would throw an act on stage. They would have a little fenced-off area, so you couldn't get into the park unless you, I don't know if you had to buy tickets or I never went to one of the shows, I can tell you that. But you could certainly stand outside the fence and still hear everything that was going on. So I was walking my dog one day and looked down and said, I'll be damned, there's Lee Greenwald. And he was singing. He started the song. I was like, well, there it is. We're here just in time.
When you really stop and listen,
Yeah.
it does give you goosebumps.
That was a great
it really
song.
does. It
I
is
love
an
this
awesome
song.
song.
I've
But,
never.
we've heard it a lot, and I
Yeah.
think that some people are like, yeah, I'm okay, but it's still a great song.
I don't know. This is one of those songs. This is like getting Rickrolled. I never get tired of it. I could listen to that song. Never Gonna Give You Up. Rick Astley. I could listen to it all day, every day. And this song I never get tired of. And I know Murphy hated it. Remember Matt Murphy?
Yeah,
he was in all the papers.
He did not like this.
Yeah, he hated
used to
this
work
song.
here, didn't
Yeah.
he?
Did he?
I know.
For a
think.
minute. Yeah.
For a short time.
Yeah, it wasn't long. We had to let him go.
I don't know how you just can't hate this song. You just
No.
can't.
No, if you hate this song, you hate America.
That's right. Or you hate Lee Greenwood, one of the two.
Shut your commie mouth, you pinko.
That's what happens when you move to Nashville.
That's
You
right.
become a commie.
That's exactly. He was a commie before he moved to Nashville. Mr. Bugs, MRBUGGS.com. Do you think he's listening?
No, he's not listening.
Not listening to us?
No, he's show prepping
Gosh, I hope so.
or off.
Could
Probably more.
That's right.
Probably the latter.
They probably give him more time off.
Yeah,
up
they
there.
do. They get a
Yeah.
lot more.
Well, that'll save his listeners a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bugs, MRBUGGS.com. They know what bugs you if you are in the market for a new pest control company. Maybe the old one is just not getting the job done. Maybe you've moved and you're like, should we go with the old guys or should we try somebody new? All I'm asking is you give Mr. Bugs a chance. They'll come by. They'll give you a once over. They will give you an estimate on what it's going to cost for them to come by as often as you like or as infrequently as you like and do the treatments that are necessary to keep the bugs at bay. They do small rodent control. They do termite bonding. They do mosquito reduction. You bundle it all together. You get one great low price. I can vouch for the service, and so will you as soon as you begin using them. Mr. Bugs. They know what bugs you. MRBUGGS.com. Statewide at 844-MRBUGGS. Victor Willis, who was the lead singer of The Village People, passed away on Tuesday. He was 74 years old. The president, Donald Trump, of course, often used this band's signature hit, YMCA, as his presidential campaign rally ender. And he credited those events with reviving the monster hit. Of course, I was responsible for that. He's very lucky I managed to. You're like, really? Everything has to be about you, Donald. This poor guy just passed away, huh?
He made it about himself.
Yeah.
Well, he's kind of right about that.
No
I mean, what
no
he
doubt.
says, he's helped
And
to.
his dance that looked a lot like the gopher from Caddyshack.
He did that thing, dancing thing. If you're on YouTube, you can see everyone's doing the YouTube dance. I got to tell you, the Village People never stopped working. They never stopped working. They would go NBA games. They would go do halftime at the NBA games. They would do YMCA and Macho Man, lip syncing basically, or singing along to a sound system like they were basically doing karaoke. But they would show up in costume. They'd do the dances. They had microphones. They were whether they were lip syncing or they were actually singing. It didn't matter. They would get paid $10,000 a show, and they would do that like two times a week, and they would get transportation there, transportation home, maybe one night in a hotel,
Yep.
and $10,000. And there were six of them.
Mm-hmm.
So each guy was getting
Couple grand.
not quite
about
two, not quite $2,000 a
1,500?
piece, something like that, $1,500 each.
1,800.
And you think about that, $3,000 a week, you're probably doing okay. You're making about $12,000 a month for showing up twice a week.
Not bad.
And they also each had a fill-in for when they weren't able to make it. They had somebody who could be a stand-in for them because they are just characters. The cowboy, it could be any cowboy, the Indian, as long as he was long and lean, looked like that
you
guy.
had to fit a little bit of the bill,
Had to fit the costume.
Yeah,
like
and
Johnny
that
Bravo.
too. Uh-huh.
Got to fit the costume.
Vince had to let his costume out over the course of the years.
Boy, did they ever. I mean, yeah, Victor was a little chunky, got a
Yeah,
little
he got a
chunky
little
there.
heavy.
He was the cop, of
Yeah.
course.
Well, that's what happens,
Now, remember, that there was originally an army man, wasn't there? I want to say there was an army guy.
There's a military guy. He's
Military.
got fatigues on.
Is he still there?
Yeah,
Okay.
think so.
So maybe it was the guy that was in the Navy that left. I don't remember. I
I think they said that Victor sometimes would be military or
Oh, okay.
police,
Okay.
and he would swap those two out.
Gotcha.
Don't ask me why I know. I don't know.
Well, here's-
why I know this thing.
I can tell you this. The original lead singer of the Village People, the guy that Victor Willis replaced, was Felicia Ayers Allen's first husband.
Yes, I knew that.
And he kind of lost his mind somewhere along the line.
Mhm.
And, of course, she ended up marrying Ahmad Rashad from the Minnesota Vikings. And so she became Felicia Rashad. But, yeah, he kind of went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and
He had
they
problems.
kicked him out of the band. And
Then he got on
yeah,
drugs.
and,
he had a drug issue.
I think he may have been on the drugs before he went
yeah,
cuckoo.
well,
I
maybe
don't know.
so. That's
Possible.
why they kicked him off.
So yeah, and looking at the lineup here, all the characters appear to be just kind of repeated over and over. Cop Admiral Victor Willis, Indian, GI, Leatherman, construction worker, and cowboy.
There you go.
Okie dokie.
Leatherman. Mm.
Leatherman.
The Supreme Court ruling upholding the ban on transgender athletes in girls and women's sports was very hard on NBC. NBC News got very concerned because they wanted to make sure that everybody understood that they were going to be using triggering terms like biological male and biological female.
Those are
Wow.
triggering.
Yes.
What?
Terms we're using here during our report, biological male, biological female. The High Court put those terms in questions in their decision and their dissent. But just so you know, we're using those terms from the decision itself. Biological male, biological female.
Oh, that's what they are.
Yeah. This is what's really insane to me is that there are people out there who are still like, men can have periods.
Stop changing
No,
the
they
narrative
can't.
just
That
because you
just can't.
feel something.
Yeah,
Quit.
doesn't work
Just
that way.
stop.
You don't get to be whatever sex you want to be
No,
just
you-
because you want to be it.
If NBC stopped, what would they base all their news reports
I know.
on?
It's just round and round we go.
Uwe Boll has already announced Citizen Vigilante 2.
Why not?
Yeah, he says, people hated the first one. Let's do another. So it's coming in 2027. I think it's fascinating. I love it. I haven't yet seen the movie. I might catch it tonight.
What movie is that? I missed what you said.
Citizen Vigilante.
Oh, Citizen. Yeah.
That's
This
the
is
one
the
that you got
one-
to
Yeah.
rent to see
Yeah.
right now.
$6.99, Apple Plus TV, and Army Hammer plays a guy whose family was injured or harmed in some way by some bad people, and he goes out and becomes a citizen vigilante. Which, who doesn't love somebody getting retribution, huh?
Oh, right.
We all like revenge.
Mhm.
You know we all do. Why did a British man fly 4,000 miles to come to Birmingham, Alabama, to ask city leaders to help honor Ozzy Osbourne?
That's a very good question.
Wrong Birmingham, but
Yeah.
hey, welcome to
Well,
town.
Maybe because he couldn't accomplish what he needed to there.
Well, he wants them to rename Birmingham International Airport in England after Ozzy Osbourne.
Mm-hmm.
And so he came to Birmingham, Alabama to see if he could get, us to talk our sister city into it.
Are they our sister city?
Not really.
We pretend.
They're more like a cousin, like a
Well,
distant
an-
cousin, a second
An
cousin.
annoying distant
And I
cousin.
wonder, did he go to Birmingham, Michigan to do it too?
Well, he should.
Yeah.
He should definitely do that. There's a Miley Cyrus Barbie.
Way to go, Miley. Because you can.
Sure.
I'm looking at a picture of it. I got to tell you, it looks like it smells funny.
Smells like it
does.
needs a bath.
Yeah,
Is that what you're thinking?
it don't look right. There's something wrong there. I don't know.
The Barbie doesn't look right.
Mhm.
Oh.
Hey, Consumer Reports, they usually do things like trucks and cars and various small appliances they'll test out, and they don't accept any advertising. So, they're going to be honest and straightforward with you. Well, they decided to test rotisserie chickens.
Yay.
Sure, why not?
Come on.
And they discovered that the best rotisserie chicken comes from...
I got one guess.
I can't wait to hear it.
Because I feel a certain way about this, and I think a lot of people do as well.
Of course you do.
Sam's.
It is, in fact, Sam's Club.
How about that?
Sam's Club members mark is the best seasoned rotisserie chicken, they say. The meat was very moist and juicy with a deep roasted flavor and hints of onion and garlic. The remaining top 5 are Costco Kirkland Signature Rotisserie Chicken, Stop & Shop Whole Rotisserie Chicken, Walmart Traditional Full Cooked Rotisserie Chicken, Wegmans Whole Roasted Chicken, and Whole Foods Market Classic Rotisserie
You
Chicken.
can't afford that chicken.
You cannot.
I'll ask
No.
the question.
I had a Sam's chicken, the rotisserie chicken, earlier this week, and I've had the Costco. And no offense, Costco, your chicken is fine, but this is a little bit different. It's a little bit more cooked. You know, sometimes they rush that process, and it can be a little bit
Little raw on the inside.
a little
yeah.
raw, rubbery, and I'm
Not a
like,
fan, not a
eh.
fan, not a fan.
And again, I just think Sam's, I don't know what they're doing, but the seasoning and the time that they cook it and whatever kind of chickens they're using are really good.
So I got to ask the question. So Publix was our fried chicken, base when it came to our chicken deal a couple of years ago.
Yep.
Does Publix not do a rotisserie
They
chicken?
do. Yeah, they're on the list.
Were they?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're on the
I didn't
list.
hear them, so.
They're way down the list,
Yeah.
apparently, because they weren't top 5. So sorry about that, Publix. We love you.
And they're, I mean, theirs is pretty good too. But, I mean, for the price, Sam's wins.
Japan is selling cotton candy that looks like cat fur.
What?
Why?
Oh, you wacky Japanese. You know, you get a couple of atom bombs dropped on you, you start acting weird.
Apparently.
Oh, it does. I'm looking at the image. That's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to eat that?
Nakoichi, a Japanese pet lifestyle brand, recently launched Delicious Cat Fur, a cotton candy treat designed to resemble the fluffy clumps that come off a calico cat during grooming. The product debuted May 30th at the company store inside Lalaport, Yokohama, and currently sells for 980 yen, or approximately $6.
Are you supposed to be looking at this and say, yes, that looks appetizing?
I
Is that
suppose
what you're supposed to do?
if you're a cat lover, maybe so.
I guess.
Oh, disgusting. Ugh.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Mm-mm.
It's cotton
Coca-Cola's
candy, whatever.
Coca-Cola is debuting a new Fanta Vanilla Cherry Spritz, but only for a limited time. Oh no!
That means
Not that.
they want you to hurry,
Hurry,
Richard.
go get it, Rush.
Fanta Vanilla Cherry Spritz. There's too much going on there.
Mm-hmm. Somebody let us know.
Hmm.
We got to hear that it's like,
If you like your vanilla and
Post
cherry,
Malone Oreos
Yeah.
good.
might be the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
I can't bring myself to care. Let's see. Sam's Club is finally carrying a snack that has been making the rounds. I have never heard of it until now. Quinn peanut butter and honey filled pretzel sticks. Now, the first thing I think is, wait, do you mean nuggets?
No,
Nope.
the sticks.
Sticks.
Are these the little mini thin ones? Or
Well, they seem to be relatively, I mean, they're thicker than, your average stick, because you got to be able to fit the peanut butter and the honey in there, but they're not the same. They're not the nuggets, which I think is interesting. I like the nuggets, but sometimes there's too much filling for me. I like to dip my pretzels into peanut butter, or that Peter Pan honey peanut butter is really good.
Oh, my goodness.
Biscoff cookie butter is
Oh,
also very good
stop,
for dipping pretzels
stop.
in. Yeah,
Oh.
I like it all. But I've never had it like actually inside the pretzel. Now I'm intrigued. Color me intrigued.
Quinn.
Quinn peanut butter and honey filled pretzel sticks. You find them out there. You don't do anything. You stop. You text us immediately. 545-9950. Tell us all about it.
Don't pass go. Don't collect $200.
No,
Let us know.
we got to have the answers immediately. 9:50, and the Dixon Dividing question of the day, and your text coming up next. I would listen to that man sing the phone book. One of the greatest voices in music, in my opinion. Ray Charles, the late great. And the definitive version of that song, in my opinion. Which is the only opinion that counts, really, when you get right down to it. Can we all disagree?
Your opinion?
My opinion.
Your opinion.
9:55 with Dixon and Vining. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us on this fine 2nd of July. We've got Andrew McLean on the line coming your way next. And then April Marie fills in for the last time for Leland Live.
And let me tell her, and those of you that are listening, she does this because she loves radio and loves this station, and we cannot thank her enough and appreciate her taking that much time out. It's not easy to do these shows unless you're doing them every single day, and even then, they're not easy to do. And again, she's not getting paid to do this. She just loves what she does. So thank you very much, April Marie. We love you and we appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Thomas texts us in, says those rotisserie chickens should have gone to the gym and worked on their pecs. He's really working on that pec joke. He's going to try to keep that
Is
thing
that
going.
twice now?
Twice now, yeah.
Oh,
Tracy
man.
says, Happy 4th. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Tracy. Same back to you.
Tracy. William says, Citizen Vigilante is available on X free. Search, then scroll to the full movie. No, that was only June 25th through the 27th. Uwe Boll set that up intentionally to get a little more buzz going around his movie, and he did. It is now number one on Amazon, right? Number one purchase on Amazon when it comes to movies. And it is, I think the controversy has really helped this thing out a lot. It's made me want to see it, I'll tell you that. Susie says, I saw Lee Greenwood sing this 4th of July, Columbus Air Force Base, 89 or 90.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I bet that was
Susie,
good.
yeah.
Speaking of the free market and capitalism, Scott says, there's also the indoctrination from the left. For example, when Obama said to the American capitalist, you didn't build that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's
I
what he went,
I
oh.
thought for sure that was going to be his defining line. I thought that was going to be his, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall, or his, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
You liar.
But instead, his defining line turned out to be, if you like your doctor, you can keep your
The
doctor.
doctor.
If you like your plan, you can keep your
The
plan.
minute he said that, I was like,
Mhm.
oh, that is so never going to happen.
Liar.
Never going to happen.
You're a big fat liar. All right, you're not a big fat liar, but you're a skinny, actually, a fairly slender, slim,
Slender liar.
relatively in shape liar, to be honest.
Quickly
with you.
graying, too.
All
by
right,
the
let's
way.
go. Yeah.
Dixon and Vining's question of the day.
All right, one of the top 3 things you love about the USA, Steve West.
The ability to basically become whatever you want, wherever in the country you want. The ability to just jump in a vehicle and drive all over this beautiful country and see all the scenery. And a tie for third, ranch dressing and air conditioning.
Okay,
Tied for third.
I like that. What about you, Valerie Vine?
I said our Constitution, our military and first responders. We love you guys. And the beauty of America.
It is vast and varied, is it not? Yeah.
Yes, we get so many diverse things
Yeah.
in this country.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I love the culture. I know that's a weird thing to say, but there's, we have got a completely different culture than anything in Europe, anything in South America. We have just got a completely different way of looking at things, except it's all kind of the same way in the United States of America, and people from Europe are beginning to figure that out. I love Buc-ee's. I'm not going to lie. I'm a fan.
Thank you for spreading out from Texas.
And to be honest, a freedom of speech, the ability to say whatever you want, whenever you want, without fear of being taken into custody and prosecuted for it, that is happening so much in even like England right now that we should probably be real careful with that and hold on to it and hold it very near and dear. Tracy says barbecue, Coca-Cola, and freedom. Holly says Second Amendment, then the Second Amendment, and last but not least, the greatest, the Second Amendment. Pew, pew, America. Thank you, Holly. Sherry says, first, it's my home. My life is here, my family and loved ones. Second, the beauty of our nation is unprecedented. Natural resources are abundant and ready and waiting to explore. And third, we have freedom. Can't say enough good things about that. God, guns, and old glory, the First and Second Amendments, and God, says Cherry. Our freedoms, many opportunities, and our rights. Let's see. John says racism, rioting, and illegal immigrants.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, I was answering a different question. Thank you, John. God, country, apple pie, and the girl next door, says George.
George. Does she know?
First, Second, and Third Amendments, especially the third. First Amendment, Second Amendment, and barbecue, says Dave. Freedom, patriots, and God. I don't think we have a claim on God, do we? I could be wrong. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Thank you, Drew. Freedom, and freedom. All three are great. That's it for us, kids. We're out of here. Back Monday morning, dark and early, talking to them.
Happy 4th of July.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.